Omitted from my brother's big party, I escaped to the mountains. When his night crashed and burned, my family desperately begged me to fix it. They finally saw. I'm Lauren, 34, and I'm staring at my phone, heart sinking like a stone. My younger brother Ethan, 30, just texted me, "Hey, sis, guest list for the promotion party set. Had to trim it. Hope you get it. Love ya." Promotion party? He's celebrating his new VP gig at a tech firm. A job I practically handed him. I spent years proofreading his resumes, staying up late to rehearse his interview answers, even dipping into my savings for $2,000 to buy him a suit and laptop when he was flat broke after college. Now I'm not invited. Not because I'm some deadbeat or live halfway across the world. I'm an hour away. But because Dad says I'm too much. Too much? Me, the one who kept this family afloat after Mom died. Who cooked dinners while Dad drowned in whiskey. Who dragged Ethan out of his messes when he flunked out sophomore year. Call Dad, my voice tight. Ethan says I'm not on the list. What's going on? He sighs, that old, dismissive sound. It's just a party, Lauren. Don't overreact. They had to cut somewhere. I swallow hard, but then I open Instagram. Ethan's posted a teaser. Rooftop venue, 150 guests. A live DJ spinning under string lights. My chest feels like it's caving in. I see names, his frat buddies, his girlfriend's cousins, people I've never even met. I've been swapped out for strangers. Dad, I say. He's got room for 150, but not me? Another sigh. It's his night, honey. Don't make it a thing. A thing? I'm his sister, the one who held his hand through every crash. And now I'm less than some guy he drank with a decade ago. My phone trembles in my hand as the truth sinks in. They've erased me, like I'm just noise they can mute. I set it down, eyes burning, and wonder how I became the one they could so easily leave behind. I slump onto my faded gray couch, the silence of my apartment pressing in. Ethan's text still glows on my phone, but now it's the past that's clawing at me. I scroll through old photos, memories I can't shake. There's one from when he was 19, red-eyed and slumped in my passenger seat after his high school sweetheart dumped him. I'd driven 2 hours after a double shift at the diner, my hands still smelling of grease, just to get him home. Another time, he lost his first apartment, evicted for missing rent, and I skipped a job interview to help him pack, hauling boxes in the rain while he sulked. I was always there, no questions asked. But then I remember last fall, a jagged edge in my mind. Ethan called, voice shaky, needing $500 for rent. "I'll pay you back, Lore, swear," he said. I sent it, even though it meant eating ramen for weeks. He never did. Worse, at Thanksgiving, I overheard him laughing with our cousins, saying I was jealous of his new job, that I couldn't handle him outshining me. My stomach twisted. I'd spent hours tweaking his cover letter for that gig. Later, Dad pulled me aside, his breath sour with wine. "Support his shine, Lauren. He's finally getting it together." I nodded, biting my tongue, but the words festered. Now, this party snub. It's not just a cut. It's a knife twist. I grab my phone, fingers hovering, then type, "Ethan, why am I off the list? I deserve an answer." Minutes tick by before his reply pings. "It's my day, Lauren, not about you. Chill." Chill? My pulse hammers. I've been his safety net for years, and he can't even spare me a seat? I pace the room, the hardwood creaking under my socks, and think of every time I've swallowed their dismissals. Dad's "don't overreact" echoes from our call, but it's more than that. It's every Ethan's sensitive or he's young excuse they fed me while I carried the load. I stop by the window, staring at the streetlights flickering on. I see it now, Ethan's charm, his way of dodging accountability. Like when he dated that girl who maxed out his credit card. I warned him she was trouble, but he brushed me off. When she ghosted, leaving him broke, who drove 3 hours to his place with takeout and a shoulder to cry on. Me. Dad just shrugged it off. "He's learning, Lauren. Be patient." Patient. I've been patient for 15 years, and what's it gotten me? A reputation as the too much sister, the one they lean on then push away. Then there's that rumor Ethan spread. I didn't catch it at first. Cousins giving me side eyes at the dinner table, whispering when I left the room. Later, my cousin Mia fessed up. Ethan told everyone I'd badmouthed his success out of spite. It was a lie, a cheap shot to make him look better, and Dad bought it hook, line, and sinker. "You're tougher than him," Dad said when I confronted him. "Don't hold it against him." But I did. I do. It's been building, this quiet rage, and now it's spilling over. I sink back onto the couch, my throat tight, I think of the nights I stayed up, listening to Ethan ramble about his dreams, tech startups, big paychecks, while I worked doubles to keep my rent paid. I never asked for much, just a nod, a thank you. Instead, I got this, a text brushing me off like I'm some clingy acquaintance. My eyes sting, but I blink it back. I've cried over them before. When Mom died, when Ethan crashed her old car joyriding, when Dad forgot my birthday but threw Ethan a bash for passing his GED. I'm done with tears. I set the phone down, screen dark, and clench my fists. They've painted me as the problem, too loud, too demanding, when all I've done is give. Ethan's my day excuse rings hollow against the years I've spent propping him up. Dad's complicity, his blind favoritism, cuts deeper. I've been a doormat, letting them scuff me up because I thought that's what family does. But family shouldn't feel like this. Like I'm a spare part they can toss when it's inconvenient. I stand, a spark igniting in my chest. If Ethan wants his day without me, fine. If Dad thinks I'm overreacting, let him. I'm not begging for their scraps anymore. I've patched their holes long enough, now it's time to mend mine. I don't know what's next, but I know it starts with me walking away from this weight I've carried too long. For once, I'm not theirs to fix. I'm mine. I wake up the next morning with a fire in my gut. The kind that doesn't flicker out. Ethan's dismissal. It's my day, not about you. Loops in my head, but instead of breaking me, it's fuel. I'm done waiting for them to see my worth. I grab my laptop from the cluttered coffee table. The screen still warm from last night's restless scrolling, and start searching. Asheville, North Carolina pops up. Crisp mountain air, cozy cabins, a chance to breathe. My hands shake, not from nerves but from something sharper. Defiance. I find a rental. A cedar cabin with a hot tub, perched on a ridge overlooking the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's $1,200 for a week, more than I'd ever spend on myself, but I think of all the cash I've funneled into Ethan's crises. This time, the money's mine. I book it, my heart racing as the confirmation email pings. Before I can second-guess, my phone buzzes. It's a notification. Ethan's unfollowed me on Instagram. I stare at the screen, jaw tight. Then I see his latest post. A slick shot of the rooftop venue. Him in a blazer, grinning with the caption, "Only the best for my big night." No mention of me, not even a vague family nod. Comments roll in. "So proud, bro. Where's Lauren, though?" And he ignores them. It's a deliberate jab, a public erasure. Like I'm not even worth a footnote. My throat burns, but I don't cry. I screenshot it, not for proof, but as a reminder. This is who he is now. I head to the kitchen, brew a pot of coffee, and start packing. Jeans, a fleece jacket, my hiking boots. Stuff I haven't touched in years because I've been too busy fixing their messes. As I zip my duffel, I pull up Instagram on my phone. I've got a photo from last spring. Me at a cafe downtown, cradling a latte with a faint smile. It's not flashy, but it's real. I tweak the brightness, type a caption. Guess I'll celebrate my way, and hit post. Within minutes, my friend Jess likes it, commenting, "You deserve this." My cousin Mia adds a heart. Nothing from Ethan or Dad, just a hollow silence that stings less than I expect. I'm tossing my charger into the bag when my phone rings. Dad. I hesitate, then answer. "Lauren, you're not still mad, are you?" He says, voice gruff. "Ethan's just excited. Let it go." I grip the counter. "He unfollowed me, Dad. Posted his party like I don't exist. You're okay with that?" He groans. "You're too sensitive. The social media, not a contract. Drop it." I laugh, dry and sharp. "Sure, Dad. I'm dropping it. Right out of my life." I hang up before he can argue, my pulse hammering. It's the first time I've cut him off, and it feels like breaking a chain. By noon, I'm at the airport, duffel slung over my shoulder. The terminal hums with travelers, and I'm one of them. Not a sister on standby, not a daughter smoothing ruffled feathers. I check in, snag a window seat, and watch the tarmac blur as we taxi. The plane lifts off, and so does something inside me. I'm not just flying to Asheville. I'm flying away from years of being their backup plan. I sip a ginger ale from the drink cart, the bubbles sharp on my tongue, and flip through a magazine I grabbed at the gate. There's an article about solo travel, reclaim your space, and I smirk. That's exactly what I'm doing. When we land in Asheville, the air's cool and smells faintly of pine. I rent a car, a little blue hatchback, and drive toward the mountains, windows down. The road curves through forests, golden leaves catching the afternoon light. My phone's on silent, but I don't need it. I've got a GPS and a playlist, Old rock tunes I used to blast before life got heavy. At the cabin, I step onto the porch, the view stretching out like a postcard. Peaks rolling into the distance, mist curling low. I drop my bag inside, sink into a rocking chair, and let the quiet settle. No please, no guilt trips, just me. I pull out my phone, not to check messages, but to snap a photo. The ridge at dusk, sky bruising purple. I post it, found my own party, and watch the likes trickle in from friends, a distant aunt, even a coworker I barely talk to. Ethan's silence is deafening, Dad's too, but it doesn't hollow me out like before. I'm here 500 miles from their chaos, and for the first time in years, I feel solid. They can have their rooftop and their excuses. I've got this mountain, this moment, and it's mine alone. I'm sprawled by the cabin's fire pit, the crackle of logs mixing with the hum of crickets. It's my third night in Asheville, and I've got a mug of apple cider warming my hands, the steam curling up into the chilly mountain air. The sky's a deep indigo, stars punching through, and for once, my mind's quiet. No echoes of Ethan's snub or Dad's lectures. I'm halfway through a deep breath when my phone buzzes on the wooden armrest. It's Mia, my cousin, texting, "Lauren, Ethan's party just imploded. Cops showed up. He's a mess." I squint at the screen, cider sloshing as I sit up. Another message pings. He got wasted, started yelling at his boss, fired on the spot. Total disaster. I blink, then let out a low, incredulous laugh. His big night, his VP crown, gone in a blaze of his own making. Before I can process it, my phone lights up again. Dad, Lauren, call me now. It's bad. Then Ethan, sis, I screwed up. I need you here. I stare at the words, a bitter chuckle escaping. Need me? They didn't need me when they trimmed me from the guest list, when Ethan unfollowed me like I was spam. Now, with his kingdom crumbling, I'm suddenly essential? I set the mug down, the warmth fading from my fingers, and lean back, letting the absurdity sink in. My phone keeps buzzing. Missed calls, voicemails, but I don't pick up. I'm not their 911 anymore. Mia texts again, spilling details. He punched a table, screamed at his boss about unfair pressure, then stumbled into the DJ booth. Cops hauled him out. Everyone's freaking. I can picture it. Ethan's red face, his slurred bravado, the crowd gaping. Then she adds, Dad's telling people it's your fault. Says you should have been there to calm him down. Ethan's backing him up. My laugh turns sharp, slicing through the night. My fault? I wasn't even invited, and now I'm the scapegoat for his meltdown? I shake my head, the fire casting shadows across my boots. They've got some nerve. I stand, pacing the deck, the boards creaking under me. The anger's back, but it's different, cold, focused. I think of how they spun this, me, the absent sister, somehow responsible for Ethan's spiral. It's a lie so bold it's almost funny. I grab my phone, scroll to Dad's voicemail and hit play. His voice crackles, thick with panic. Lauren, this is serious. Ethan's job's gone, he's hysterical. Where are you? We need you. I delete it mid-sentence, my thumb steady. Ethan's next, slurring. Sis, I'm sorry. Okay? Just come home. I can't do this. I snort, deleting that too. Sorry doesn't rewrite the past 3 days or the past 3 years. The fire's dying down, embers glowing red, and I toss another log on, sparks flaring. I open Instagram, half curious, half dreading what I'll find. Ethan's page is quiet, no smug updates, but Mia's sent me a screenshot. A blurry shot of him in cuffs, rooftop lights flashing blue behind him. Comments are a mix of shock and pity. What happened to Ethan? Poor guy. Poor guy. He torched his own night, and they're still coddling him. I close the app, done with their circus. I sit again, pulling my jacket tighter. The mountain air's crisp, grounding me. I don't owe them a rescue. Not after they sideline me. Not after Ethan's public brush-off. But my phone won't quit. Another text from Dad. You're selfish, Lauren. Family steps up. Selfish? I've stepped up my whole life, now I'm stepping out. I mute their numbers, the silence instant and sweet. I'm not running back to mop up their mess. Before I turn in, I grab my camera. Nothing fancy, just my old point and shoot, and snap the view. The Blue Ridge Mountains at dusk, peaks fading into a soft purple haze. I upload it to Instagram, fingers steady as I type. Missed the party. Found something better. No jabs, no drama, just truth. Jess comments, good for you. Mia adds, wish I'd bailed too. A few others chime in, But Ethan and Dad stay silent, probably too busy pointing fingers. I lock my phone, set it face down, and head inside. The cabin's warm, the bed piled with quilts. I slide under them, the weight comforting, and stare at the ceiling. Ethan's crash doesn't surprise me. He's always been a spark waiting for gasoline. What stings is them dragging me into it like I'm still their fix-it girl. But I'm not. I close my eyes, the fire's faint crackle drifting through the window, and feel something settle. Peace, maybe, or just the absence of their noise. They can stew in their chaos. I've got this mountain, this night, and I'm not letting go. I'm trudging up a trail in Asheville, boots crunching on fallen leaves, the morning sun slanting through the pines. It's day 5 of my escape, and my legs ache in a good way, the kind that reminds me I'm alive. My phone's been off since last night's barrage of texts, but I switch it on to check the time. The screen explodes. Missed calls, voicemails, a dozen messages. Mia's first. Lauren, it's worse. Ethan totaled your car last night. Freaked out after the party. My car? The old hatchback I'd lent him months ago when his broke down. The one I never got back? I stop mid-step, breath clouding in the cool air. He didn't just crash his big night, he crashed my trust, too. I scroll further. Dad. Lauren, this is unacceptable. Ethan's a wreck and you're hiding. Call me. Then Ethan. Sis, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I need you bad. I laugh, sharp and hollow, startling a bird from a branch. Sorry? He's sorry now after torching his job, getting hauled off by cops, and now smashing my car in some drunken tantrum? I lean against a tree, the bark rough under my palm, and let the messages pile up. They're not apologies. They're hooks trying to reel me back into their swamp. Mia calls as I'm catching my breath. I answer, expecting more chaos. Lauren, she says, voice low. Ethan's holed up at Dad's, crying about losing everything. Dad's telling everyone you abandoned us. That you could have stopped this. I scoff. Stopped it? I wasn't even there, Mia. She sighs. I know. He's saying if you'd come, Ethan wouldn't have spiraled. Oh, and the car. He flipped it speeding away from Dad's after a fight. Totaled. My jaw tightens. That car was my backup, my safety net, and he wrecked it like it was nothing. They're insane, I mutter. Mia laughs dryly. Yep, I'm staying out of it. I hang up, staring at the trail stretching ahead. The gall of it. Blaming me for Ethan's implosion, then trashing my property. Lights a fire in my chest. I open Dad's latest text. Family doesn't run, Lauren. Ethan's broken. Fix this. Fix this. I've been fixing them since I was 19, and all it's earned me is erasure. I block his number. Then Ethan's, my thumb steady as stone. No more lifelines, they're cut. I hike back to the cabin, sweat beading on my forehead, and collapse onto the porch swing. The mountains loom quiet, a steady contrast to the storm I've left behind. My phone buzzes again, an email this time. It's from a gallery owner in town. She saw my Instagram posts, the mountain shots I've been sharing. Love your eye, she writes. Interested in freelance photography for our spring catalog? $500 to start. I blink, rereading it. $500 isn't a fortune, but it's mine, earned, not begged for. I type back, yes, absolutely, and hit send, a grin tugging at my lips. It's a crack of light, a step toward something I've never let myself chase. Later, I'm soaking in the hot tub, steam rising around me, the water bubbling against my shoulders. The sky's turning gold, the peaks glowing like they're on fire. I think of Ethan's pleas, Dad's guilt trips, and feel nothing but relief. They've got no hold on me now. I grab my phone, not to check their noise, but to post. I snap the view. The hot tub's edge, the mountains beyond, my toes peeking above the water. Caption. Built my own big day. I upload it, watching the likes roll in, Jess, Mia, even the gallery owner. No trace of Ethan or Dad, and that's perfect. I lean back, the jets massaging my spine, and let my mind drift. That car's gone, yeah, but so's the weight of their expectations. I've spent years being their anchor, their punching bag, their excuse. When Ethan lost his first job, I coached him back. When Dad drank too much, I drove him home. They never asked if I was tired, if I had dreams. Now, with this gig, I've got a spark, something they can't touch. I sip a glass of wine I poured earlier, the taste sharp and bright, and feel a shift. I'm not just surviving their mess. I'm building past it. The sun dips lower, painting the sky crimson. I set the glass down, close my eyes, and breathe deep. They can wallow in their wreckage, Ethan's jobless, carless tantrums, Dad's finger-pointing. I'm done carrying their load. This hot tub, this view, this chance. It's my triumph, and I'm holding it tight. For once, I'm not the sister who fixes. I'm the woman who thrives. I'm perched on the cabin porch, coffee steaming in my hands, watching fog peel off the mountains like a slow curtain. It's my last morning in Asheville, and the air's sharp with pine and promise. My phone buzzes, an unknown number. I almost ignore it, but curiosity wins. It's Mia, her voice a rush. Lauren, you won't believe this. Ethan smashed a bottle at Dad's last night, screaming about losing you. Dad tried to grab him, nearly got clocked. They're a train wreck. I sipped my coffee, the warmth steadying me. And, she laughs tight, Aunt Jen stood up, said you were the glue, and them kicking you out broke everything. Dad blamed you anyway, said you should have stayed. I smirk. Glue? I was their doormat and they're still stomping. I set the mug down, the porcelain clinking on the railing. Ethan's meltdown, Dad's denial. It's their mess now. I've got a contract signed with the gallery, a check coming, and no one's chaos to cradle. Mia adds, I'm proud of you, Lore. You didn't cave. I nod, though she can't see. Had to save myself this time. We hang up, and I grab my camera, snapping the sunrise. Golden rays splintering over the peaks. I post it to Instagram. Turns out, I'm enough on my own. Likes trickle in Jess, the gallery owner, but Ethan and Dad are ghosts and I'm fine with that. I pack my duffel, boots still muddy from yesterday's hike, and step outside. The cabin's quiet, the hot tub still, the mountains towering like silent guards. I've spent a week shedding their weight. Ethan's tantrums, Dad's guilt, the car he trashed. They can't reach me here, not with blocked numbers and a life I'm carving out. I sling the bag over my shoulder and head to the car rental drop-off, the engine humming as I wind down the mountain. At the airport, I sip a latte, boarding pass in hand, and feel it. Freedom, solid as the ground beneath me. Later, I'm home, but it's different. I'm not waiting for their calls. I've got a shoot scheduled, mountain prints for the gallery, and a plan to save for a new car, one they'll never touch. Ethan and Dad can patch their wreckage. I'm done playing savior. I glance out my window, city lights blinking, and smile. They lost me, but I found myself. Thank you for watching the video. If this story touched your heart, please share your thoughts below. Your like may seem small, but it gives me the strength to keep creating every single day. See you in the next video.